No problem. I shall transform your hair, create a masterpiece. I am an artiste with a pair of scissors.
My new cuts got him talking at the barbershop.
Fresh from the barbershop, fly from the beauty salon.
My new cuts got him talking at the barbershop.
I got a show where you can listen and view.
My new cuts got him talking at the
Bringing
barbershop.
barbers and stylists together with the ScissorSalute.
My new cuts got him talking at the barbershop.
One cut, two cut, three cut, four. Nails done, hair done, everything did. Nails done, hair done, everything did. Oh, you fancy? Spending hours in salons on your hairstyle.
For the Lord protects his barbers and he makes the stubble grow.
Scissor! Salute! Salute!
What's up, everybody? I'm OK Twitchy, and we here in the ScissorSalute show. This is my man Blaze. What's going on? He a graffiti kind of guy. So, today we're gonna be doing a design. Our hosts are late, so I fired them, and I'm gonna take over for the whole show. I was supposed to get interviewed earlier, but instead I'm gonna be doing the interviewing. So first, I'm gonna start. Let me get this in the camera. I'm gonna start with a 1.5. To me, I feel like, you know, the kind of hair he has, not too thick, not too light. 1.5 is a good shade where I could keep it, you know, dark without having the hair sticking out and stuff. And for those of y'all that don't know, I'm from Brooklyn, New York, Bushwick. I started cutting when I was like 15, like 16 years old. I don't want to give away too many of the goods because I know they're going to ask me this later, but I started cutting when I was real young. I got clippers like for no reason for Christmas, and me and my brothers was going ham. We was zeking everybody. So I probably zeked 1 million people before I got good. For all you new barbers out there that's, you know, hearing people like telling you you're not doing good on your haircuts or whatever, you know, we all started there. I zeked 1 million people, and now I can't remember the last time I did a bad haircut. So I'm gonna just make sure I get all of this real clean, and notice how with the comb I'm picking up the hair so that I get only what's under the part. I don't want to get none of the other hair, because then the ladies in the salon be complaining. They be like, your barber's going too high. That's true, right? That's what they said one time.
Yeah, they did say that one time.
They said it in Spanish too. That's how I knew I was in trouble. And I don't know Spanish, so anything to me in Spanish sounds bad. That's the only, my mom only talks to me in Spanish when I'm in trouble. Almost done cleaning up all this hair. Then I'm gonna dust your boy off. Can they ask me questions live? You should.
What's your favorite cut?
Designs. Designs, because it's the easiest thing, you know. It's like, if you don't like the way a line looks, you just take it out. You just take more hair out. It's like, I guess I just know so many shortcuts with designs.
Do you do a freehand?
Yeah, I just always like go off the rip. I always charge people more when they tell me, oh, do this, do that. They just let me do my own thing, then, you know, you in the clear. So usually what I do is, I don't got my wireless trimmers, so my joints don't reach. So I'm not gonna be able to always have it in the camera. But other than that, my favorite cut, probably the skin fade. I like skin fades. I think it's the best. Any blend that comes from skin always looks the illest to me. You know, from nothing to something. Pretty much I just start doing lines. Yeah, I just do like random lines. I always try to make sure that it flows, you know. See, I'm limited space here, so I want to make sure that I keep the design so that it flows to go with his head, with his shape up. And then, you know, maybe the kind of braids, he might come in with a certain kind of braid style, and I might, you know, do something to complement it. But usually it's just, I just do a bunch of lines. Even when I be like in the barber battles and stuff, I just be doing a bunch of lines and wait until it starts clicking. And then once it starts clicking, it's like, I'm like a ninja. It's like Fruit Ninja.
How many people a day do you do?
Well, it depends, because a lot of times I'm not in the shop all the time. I do a lot of house calls and stuff, so that might take a lot of time out my day to be in the shop. So it always depends, but I think if you're making at least in New York, for a barber, if you're making at least a good $1,000 a week, you know what I'm saying, you good enough to invest in yourself. And that's what separates me from a lot of other people. A lot of other barbers, you know, they want things that other barbers have, but they're not willing to do what they doing to get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I know it's gonna be 100 celebrities in the same building, September 19th in Vegas, I'm gonna go to Vegas, September 19th, and I'm gonna be in that building, and I'm gonna make sure people know who I am. Because you can't really expect, well, I mean, this is just how I think. You can't really expect somebody to just walk in your barbershop that's going to change your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I live in the hood, you know? So for me to think that a millionaire or somebody super successful is going to be walking around in my neighborhood that's going to change my life is pretty naive. So I just always think, like, I got to be around these people, you know? Whoever the demographic that I'm looking for, whatever kind of clientele that I'm trying to get, I just make sure that I'm there. You know what I'm saying? I do my research when they're going to be there. I make sure I'm present. Yo, listen, don't be, you late. Don't be ruining my thing now. I'm going to interview y'all. So, where y'all from, being that y'all got here so late? Nah, I thought I was going to be late too. But back to what I was saying, like, you know, if there's a certain type of person you want to cut or type of people you want to cut, you just got to do your research. And look, I'm just doing some lines right now just till I, you know, just till something clicks. My bad. I get lost and forget that I'm on the camera.
Have you ever done portraits or pictures with someone's head?
I have. I mean, it's not really my forte. It take a lot of time. Like, a lot of people are real good. They can, you know, do that real quick. That's not really my thing, but I'm real competitive, so you can't tell me I can't play tennis, because I'll be like, well, give me a racket right now, and I'll play you in some tennis. But I guess if I really had to do it, I'd be able to.
You sketch on paper?
Nah.
Practice, or you
Nah, I just straight up in the head. But I used to draw when I was younger. I was actually an art major, and I majored in realism. But nah, I never sketched none of this stuff out. A lot of times, you know, I'm on Instagram, so I'm seeing a lot of things that inspire me. So when it's my time to, like, you know, do a design, I mentally got it in my mind, like, oh, I saw this person do that, so I want to outdo it, you know, or I want to do it better. I'm just real competitive. Like, I approach everything like a sport my whole life. One thing I like to do too with the designs, I like to always make sure that, you know, you see him from far. I don't want my guy to not have his design seen because he wasn't too close to somebody. I want a potential client to be down the block to see it, like, that looks fire. Come up to him like, yo, where'd you get your hair done, you know? So I try to always do something that you can see from real far. Also, like, you know, when I do the battles and stuff like that, you want everybody to see it, you know?
Are you gonna be at the battle?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That may have to go now.
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, my man Showtime C, I'm coming for you, buddy. That's my man Showtime. Shout out to Showtime. He's a good dude. He was like one of the first dudes I seen in a barber battle. First barber battle I ever went to, he won it. So I always was like, yo, I want to go against him. But that's my guy, though. Alright, cool.
Yeah, did he tell you what to do, or you're just doing whatever you want?
Nah, I just do whatever I want. He trusts me. I've been in this game for years. It made me an animal.
How has social media changed your business?
Yo, you know what's funny? I was a barber before Instagram was even started. So I really got to see it like evolve, you know? Then I was a barber when Instagram was only iPhone. Then I seen it when, you know, I think Instagram is like just a way of life. Social media is everyday life already, you know? You have to be in it. It's like social media is like the streets, it's the court office, it's the boardwalk, it's anywhere you want to be. That's what social media is. So you got to have a big presence there. 4 degrees of separation, you know? So social media, that's where I get most of my clients from. Just reaching out to people, connecting with people, seeing where people are going to be on social media and going to events and meeting people. And social media is the best business card besides the haircut itself, you know? Ooh, look, it's all coming together, y'all. I'm about to show y'all right now.
What would your advice be to females approaching doing men's hair?
Yo, listen,
In the
my
barbershop or the salon?
my best friend is a female, Lisa, Queen Cuts and Roses, and I taught her how to cut hair, and she is killing everything out here. She's getting all kinds of opportunities, you know. It's not really what everybody says as far as like being dominated by men. Guys, if it's so acceptable now that a guy would rather a female barber. I know I would. I cut my own hair, so I wish I could get any barber. I like to sit down and get a haircut. I always gotta be in the mirror like, you know what I'm saying? So it's annoying.
Do you match the other side with that side?
I could, but I just be going ham. Hold on.
Wow. Nice.
Thank you. I'm a sweater. Where's my rag at? I know. Nah, I be sweating in the blizzard with a North Face on. I'm just a sweater. But now I don't really try to match the other sides too much because I be so busy that I don't really want to give myself extra work sometimes, you know. The designs, I could do them so quick. So I don't want to take more time on it if I don't really have to. Especially if I got somebody next, you know. Yep. Once I'm done with the lines, then I'll do the razor in between just to make sure everything is nice and clean. All the lines are good. Sometimes, not really on the designs, because in most of the battles they don't really let you use them. So I just, you know, try to work on my blending all the time as much as I could. Skirt, skirt. Yeah, look at your boy. Yo, what's up, y'all? I see y'all. Why y'all can't be right here? Alright. Somebody's after me. They said that's my competition.
I'm not a barber. I don't do men's hair, so you're good. Just safe.
I'm gonna be doing women's hair too.
You can do it. I'll help you.
Nah, no, I got a princess, so you know I gotta get her right. Teacher's gonna be like, your mom did your hair real nice today. She's gonna be like, my dad did my hair.
I got this. You got this.
Now, a lot of times people be asking me online if I do the design and then I fade. I do both at the same exact time. Like, as soon as my mind sees something that I want to do, I just do it before I forget it. Plus, I got to do it also to see it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't wait to do things and then alter them. I do it all in one shot. Like, as you can see, it wasn't a lot of hair here. So right here, I'm going to blend all of this out. Blend that out, you know, keep this dark so you see the contrast. You want to, a lot of times I blend the design so you can see them from far, you know. It's not just black. I'm just using the TV as a mirror. So I'm still on, or they hear them talking now? Oh, my bad, y'all. God, I'm sorry. Alright. So when it's them, they gonna switch.
Yeah, they'll be red, and then it's red for them.
Alright, this is my first time on TV. Just trying to get this shit right. I like that name, ScissorSalute. I thought that was kind of smooth. Where y'all came up with that? Who got the story? Are you the one with the story? Huh? For real? Yeah. Why gracias? I got Tourette's in my face. Yes. So you might see it, you might not, but now you know. Usually I don't just be telling people, because then they be staring at me, but, you know. Yeah, word up, you know what I'm saying? I don't. Oh, nah, I ain't never nervous. No, I was nervous when you walked in. I was nervous. I saw the glasses. I was like, oh, she looked like the real deal. You look like somebody I watch on Channel 9 News. I was like, no, she's the real deal. He's over here with a blazer. I'm like, nah. This is HBO on the low. Sometimes when I'm doing designs, I be thinking of like the bottom of a Jordan sneaker. Because the bottom of the Jordan sneakers always got some fire stuff. So sometimes I be thinking about that. I be like, what would be on the bottom of a Jordan? That's facts, but yo, I never admitted that.
I feel like it's the real.
That's a fact, because that's what I'm thinking right now.
Hey guys, how are you?
Welcome
Finally
to the
here.
show.
Welcome. We're here.
Live.
All right, so we're gonna recap on last week. We're gonna talk about some of the people who were here. Last week showcasing, we had a stylist from Long Island, New York, a hairstylist by the name of Michelle. Instagram name also known as Styled by Michelle. We also called in from Brighton Salon, located in Beverly Hills, California.
Cali.
Yeah, John Carlos de la Cruz, also known as John Carlos de la Cruz on Instagram. We also
was gonna say
had
different.
Keon Washington. Keon the Barber is the name from Instagram also. So in studio guests, we had Zach Garfinkel, also known as Mr. Eyeliner.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Nice. Okay.
And this week,
We have Desiree, which is me, from Blow It Out Lounge in Hoboken, and Felicia. Her IG is Styles with a Z by Fee. So if you ain't already following her,
you better follow me right
follow,
now.
because she is popping. And we have showcasing today from the Cut Gallery located in New York City, OK Twitchy. His Instagram is at OK Twitchy. If you ain't following him, follow him.
Yes.
And from Salon Mulan, located in Point Pleasant, New Jersey, we have Rachel, which we're going to chat with her a little bit later. Her Instagram is Hair Artistry. And we have a guest in the studio, the Beauty Cleaner. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I'm really interested in that.
And her Instagram is at the Beauty Cleaner.
So we're going to touch bases with all these lovely guests that we have here. We're going to bring them up.
Yes.
But right now, we have what?
Michelle?
No. We have coming on right now.
Well, so we're going to be interviewing with Michelle, but right now we have Twitchy cutting hair.
Yes.
Killing it right now with the design.
Look at that.
It's looking good. Can you tell us a little bit what you got going on?
He's right here. I got him a little design on the shape up, a little trim right here.
Nice.
I'm not done yet. I'm just doing the lines right now. Then I'm gonna start blending the math. Blending the math.
Nice. That's talent right there.
That is talent.
'cause
Yo, Jesus made my hands.
bless them. All right, sounds good. So, I think they're getting Michelle ready to come out and chat with us. If anybody's watching and wants to call in, What I said?
Oh my God, this is her all day.
It's been a long day.
Oh, I'm on that.
Rachel.
Yo, this girl. Yo, when I first met this girl, we was in a class. And we
Fern.
grown.
Shout out
I'm
to
26
Fern the
years
barber.
old. We was in the class, Hanzo class with Fern the barber, and all this girl wanted to do was joke. And usually I'm the jokester, but I was like, damn, I came here to learn. This girl won't stop being funny. Please, quietly,
They're
be
like
quiet.
twins. I tell you, they're exact twins.
Yeah, she's funny. She's
Hi.
funny. I like that.
Alrighty, well, back to us. We have Rachel.
Hey, guys.
Rachel, you look cute.
Oh,
I love your shirt. It
thanks.
looks so
I actually
cute.
just bought it like this morning.
Nice.
Because I was like, I hate everything in my closet like a typical girl.
It's all good. It's all good. Well, nice to meet you.
Hair swinging. Yes.
Oh, thanks.
Love
Just got a haircut.
Nice. Ooh, nice. Love it. Okay, Rachel, right?
Mhm.
So I
Awesome.
guess I've been saying your name apparently wrong, which I'm so sorry.
No, I
It
was
happens.
like, who's Michelle? I'm like, did I meet her? I have no idea. I only saw like Faye and them come in. I didn't know.
All right. Well,
So tell us a little bit about yourself. How long have you been in the hair industry? How long have you been doing what you do, and what inspired you to get where you at?
So I've been at my salon for a year. I actually have only been doing hair for a year, but I was New Jersey Best Hair Artist. I was featured 2 months ago.
nice.
So I'm not even fully on the floor in the salon yet, but I do a ton of freelance work with avant-garde styling, everything like that. I started out, which I'm going to do today, the big Hollywood waves.
Ooh,
I learned
that
how to
is
do
nice.
that.
Okay.
That's really popular
Yeah,
right
so
now.
I just like love the styling, and I was like, I don't have my license yet. I can't do cut, can't do color, but I can
But
style
you will.
all day.
You will.
That's the good
Yep,
thing.
I'm taking plenty of classes now, learning it. But I was like, I could style all day, so I just learned as much as I could, and did as many things as I could.
Okay, so is there anyone who inspire you to continue down this path, or anything that keeps you driven?
I feel like my brain just doesn't stop when it comes to hair. Like, I get lost when I'm driving because I'll be thinking about something and I'll be like, wait, this is not where I live. I don't know where I am. So I get lost a lot all the time, and I just don't sleep. My brain constantly goes, and I have to break everything down.
Okay.
And I've reached out to like a bunch of celebrity hairstylists who ended up being like mentors to me, and I can call them, I can text them.
Nice.
So it's really awesome to like learn from them because they're like celebrities that I thought I would never talk to in my life. And then they liked my posts and I messaged them and now I talk to them.
Awesome.
So it's
Anybody you
awesome.
wanna
Joseph
salute to?
ScissorSalute to Edgar, Dante, and to Joseph DiMaggio, Nahima LaFond. They're all like crazy people that like I look up to that now I talk to, and I'm like, I can't believe that I even talk to them.
That's awesome.
Well,
That's
scissor
awesome.
salute to them.
Yes, scissor salute to them.
Alrighty, sounds good. So, when are you getting your license?
I'm licensed, yep.
Oh, you
I
are
just
already?
got
Okay,
licensed.
nice.
I graduated September 21st, I think. I graduated.
Nice. Well, congrats.
Thanks.
Welcome
yeah, I'm
to
really
the industry.
excited. So excited.
As a hairstylist, is there anything that you like or dislike about the industry? Anything?
So I feel like, and this is one thing I took from Joseph DiMaggio when I went to one of his classes, and I just broke it down even further, is that especially with like products and stuff, like, so I was talking about this with Steph actually, and like if you have like a volume mousse, you look at the label, it says volume mousse. What are you gonna do? You're gonna put it in the hair and you're gonna create volume. I use that to make a slick back ponytail with no volume at all. Because who made the label? A marketing person that didn't go to school for hair, didn't tell you anything, but if you feel it and you play with it, there's a million other ways you could use it. So it's just like breaking everything down and asking like, why is this way? Why is this way?
Or just even figuring out how to use products or tools for other ways besides just, one. Sometimes I pick up a bunch of different pomades to braid,
Yeah.
They're not meant for that, but it works,
Yeah, I think it's all about getting the right texture, the look. You always want to kind of feel it in your hands and know exactly what you're going for when you use a product. Like you said, it's no specific use to like a mousse. Mousse could be used for curling, volume, anything.
It doesn't give you volume at all. It's the mousse plus your technique that gives you the volume.
Right.
You could put it on the hair and just leave it there, and it's going to be flat. There's going to be
That
no
is so
volume.
true. That is very true.
It's just going to be weird, but it's like hairstylists, like one thing I don't want to get into is doing this, just going through the motions and doing hair and just, these are my clients, this is what I do, always picking it apart, like why, to like the most basic level. Like if I hold the hair this way, this one strand of hair is going to do this if I hold it like this when I'm cutting. And like breaking it down to why and what if I do this, well, what if I do this? And I'll just sit there and move the hair and be like, all right, this happens. Like that's how my brain works. I have to like break it down to such a small level, and it's like annoying sometimes, but I have such a better understanding than some people who are just like, well, someone taught me how to cut a bob this way, so I'm just gonna do it this way for the rest of my life.
Makes sense.
Okay, it makes sense to
Good,
me.
good.
Yeah. So tell me, is there any special looks that you love doing? What's your gotta go to style?
So if it isn't the waves, then I will do slicked back into a huge
Which
afro.
I saw on your
Right.
Instagram,
I
and I was
love
like,
it.
Very
wow.
editorial. I loved
I
it.
love big hair, like especially if I could take someone with like 10 strands of hair on their head and make it that big, like the girl, the redhead that you saw.
That was
she
dope.
has no hair.
Oh, wow.
No hair.
You have extensions, or
Nope.
you just created it
I
with
just
like
made it
technique
that
and products?
big. Technique. No products, just technique.
Okay, a lot of teasing going
Wow,
on
that is
there.
awesome.
It's great. Like I just love that because she was like, "Whoa, I've never had this much hair in my entire life."
It's a messy look, but yet when I saw it on yours, it's so clean and put together where it can be posted up in a magazine, Fashion
Yes,
Week.
that's
It's just
Controlled chaos, I call it.
absolutely that is the exact wording for it, and it looks great.
It's my favorite because everybody's like, "What?" Like a ton of people come up to me and they're like, "That's not pretty," and I'm like, thank you so much. It's not supposed to be pretty. I'm like, that is the best compliment I got all day. They're like, what? I'm like, no, I want it to be like crazy. Like I want you to not know why I did that.
Right.
And it's you just like, all right, it's not right, but it's cool.
But it looks.
That's true.
I mean,
art.
I
That's
think it
true.
looks amazing.
Yeah.
We were actually talking about that on the way over here when we were checking out your Instagram,
Oh, thanks.
and we were like, it's dope.
Yeah,
It's
it
so
looks like
dope.
something that could be featured in a fashion magazine for Fashion Week or anything like that. It's really
That
good.
was in like the warehouse of my
We got a little extra
videographer's
time. Maybe
warehouse.
you can do that today.
Listen, I'll do it.
Do you also do makeup?
So I
'Cause
love
yours
doing
looks amazing,
makeup.
by the way.
Thank you. My boss actually asked me to do makeup all the time, but like it took me over 20 years to learn this face. I don't have
20
that much
years.
time to learn somebody else's face. Like, I went through a lot of ugly, awkward phases to get to this. Like, now I know what I'm doing, but, like, some people are going to look pretty crazy because I don't know everybody's face.
Right, because you got to know the bone structure, what colors complement face shapes.
This was a lot of practice. People ask me to do their makeup all the time. I'm like, you got time? Because I need to learn your entire face and mess up 10 times before
Well, you know
I can do
what's
it.
the interesting thing about makeup is that technically, at least for, well, you're in New Jersey too, in the state of New Jersey, is that you are not required to go to school to perform makeup.
Yeah.
You don't need a license. A lot of makeup artists are self-taught, YouTube, social media, personal one-on-one classes. But yet it's so hard.
It is. It really is. People think, well, it's just like you're just like painting. I'm like, no, it's like really hard because everybody's
Their
face
eye
is so
shape, the
different.
face. Yeah, I mean, shout
Or
out
even
to all
like
the makeup
skin.
artists. 'Cause, ugh.
Yeah, like we have like older clients, and like I'm one of those people that like that's a whole nother version of makeup. It really is.
Yeah.
To be able to do all that, and it's just not something that I could probably do it if I learned, but it's not something that I have the passion for to do. Like barbering, for example, I think what barbers do is amazing. The way they do it, it's such an art, things they do.
Absolutely,
Even just to do a simple fade and that haircut that they do every day is like such an art, and it's so like, there's little things to it. I just don't have the passion to learn it, and if I'm not going to put the passion in it, there's no point in doing it.
You sound just like me. It is so true, because like even for instance something like what Twitchy's doing, well, we're actually both barbers as well. I mean that looks amazing. It's really nice.
Super detailed.
But even if I wanted to learn how to do that, because I don't have it in me and it's cool, but I'm not passionate about it, I probably won't be able to master that. Nope.
I think,
but it's not for me.
It requires a special type of skill to be able to do something that
and look
detailed.
at his speed.
Right. Look at him. Look.
He is killing it right now. That looks amazing, and just like the line, I think it's like tattooing, like.
Yeah.
He has that passion for it, though.
The art.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to have a passion. I think it's just a certain art set you have to have. You have to be very artistic when it comes to drawing and like figuring out how it fits the head shape, curving it the right way. Because I'm telling you, I could do nothing but a straight line. A hard part is all you'll get from me. Yeah. Seriously.
And if I'm going to do something, like, I'm going to give it, like, 150%, like, all I got.
Right.
So if I'm not in it 150%, then it's just not going to be as good as it should be at all.
Nice. Well, your makeup looks good, so if you ever decide to master it, I mean, I think you'd be good.
I did my model's makeup, but just their eyes, so it didn't come out that bad. It came out pretty good.
So now you say you technically specialize in styling. Have you ever thought of getting into bridal?
So I do like styling for like I've done prom, stuff like that. I haven't done any brides yet, but it's like the same thing. I just love the crazy stuff. Like the stuff that like it's just a challenge for me. Like I have to be challenged, so that's why I've been through other careers and like it just didn't work. But this, I feel like there's always something you can learn, and there's always a challenge ahead of you.
So you like more of like the messy kind of, even if it was like, let's say an updo, more than just like a slick back, chignon, very soft?
Anything that's going to challenge me pretty much. Like if it's going to take me 10 minutes to do it, and it's like a couple braids into a twist, and it looks curly like a bun on the back of your head, all right, here's 10 minutes, you're good. But like, I want something that's going to take me 4 hours, and I'm going to have to concentrate and sit there and have no idea how
4
I did it when I'm
hours,
done.
like practicing it or like servicing it? Wow.
Like, I'm working on like, I haven't posted any of it, but like building actual pieces to where it's like huge buildings.
Have you
on
thought
top
of entering
people's
any
heads.
competitions?
Yeah.
I actually entered 2 competitions before I was even licensed.
Oh,
How'd it go?
I think I find out in October.
Okay, and
So,
where?
One was Modern Salon, the Wedding Bells. I entered the Waves.
Okay.
The other one, I forget what the other one was. I have it in my email.
Well, the hair show that they have in Atlanta, the Borner Brothers, they have like a really big, like crazy big bouffant hair competition coming up in August. You should check it out.
Yeah, I'll have to look at it.
And what are some of the feelings that goes through you when you're, out there competing? What is it that you like? What's on your mind?
I've never gone out and competed. I've just entered like my work, like pictures of my work.
Oh, okay.
You
So what
never did.
I was talking about was like you're there, you're model, you're
I've
doing it
never
live.
done that yet. This is my first time actually doing hair live.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So I'm actually really nervous. I don't know if I look nervous, but I'm actually really nervous. But like I know what I'm doing, so it's just like just doing it, a matter of doing it.
That's good. You're gonna do great.
Yeah,
That's
but I'd love to
amazing.
compete like with somebody. That'd be awesome. But I feel like I just need to practice more. Like I'm one of those people. If it's not perfect, then like I'm not putting it out there
And
yet.
you learn from trial and error. You know, you figure out
you
what
do,
works,
you
what
do.
doesn't work, what can you work on to make it better. It's never gonna be perfect the first time, second time, but you work towards it and it gets better and better.
You do. And as far as your career, do you see yourself going down the path of like featuring on Fashion Week? What is your goals from here to the next 10 years? Where do you see yourself?
Well, runway, I feel like I don't want to do.
Okay.
I mean, if
Really?
someone told me to do it and wanted to show me how to do it, of course I would do it. But it's not necessarily a goal of mine because I'd rather, it's just pumping out hair like a machine. And
Yeah.
I'd rather sit there, enjoy what I'm doing, tweak what I'm doing, and like be able to be a little more creative than just give me 10 ponytails to go down the runway. So I feel like editorial is more the direction I want to go in.
Okay.
Just to be creative and to take my time and really make sure everything's perfect and just enjoy it better. Like I just love that side of it. And education I love too. I was working, assisting someone who's a Davines educator, and I loved it. It was awesome to just assist her and watch the same class 10 times
You
over.
learn so much more hands-on working with someone one-on-one like that than you do going to school for it.
Yeah, because I feel like that's the best way. You know, school only teaches us how to pass the state board examination,
Yeah.
you know. It don't give you the real salon experience. You'll never experience that until you get outside of, you know, your schooling. Yeah.
I have a great owner. I'm very thankful for my owner because she pays, I think I'm booked for classes till the end of August. She really like is all in on education and she makes sure
That's
that I know
awesome.
everything.
That really is awesome. you
She's
know?
great.
That's awesome. You should definitely
Scissor salute to your...
Yeah, she's sitting out there. Salute to Julie. She's out there. She's watching. So
That's
but
awesome.
she's really great. She does it for everybody. She makes sure all of them are educated and like she'll push you to leave the salon and to go on to bigger things. So she's great.
That's awesome. You know, that's what you want. You want somebody who could encourage you to be better than what you was, you know, yesterday or the day before. Just keep striving, yeah. Because this industry is so big, you can't really just like settle. If you settle, then you'll never get anywhere. As a stylist, as a barber, whatever it is that you do in the hair industry, you can always touch and grab and get to learn from other people, different experiences and things like that.
Yeah, I remember I did wigs for drag queens, and I was like, I don't do
Wow.
wigs. And they were like, here's a wig. Like, you style hair, just do that to the wig. I was like, what? And then they're like, but here, they'll pay you this much. I was like, I do wigs. I was like, I do wigs. And I figured out how to do it, and I did the Hollywood waves on the wig, and it came out great. And I was like, all right, well, now I know how to do wigs. I was like, there's always something else you could do in the industry or something else you could learn in the industry. It's like, I feel like I've only touched like a little, and it's just like huge. So if someone tells me you want to learn this, I'm like, all right, let's do it. Because it's always like growing.
Yeah, it is. The hair industry is actually always booming.
But besides learning and taking classes, you have to have the passion. You know, you have to be in it. You have to love what you do, and you have to be open to continuing to learn and trial and error and just have it in you. You can't just want to learn and you're mentally, physically, like you're not there. Which there's a lot of people that I've come across that are like that, you know, they went to cosmetology school and they feel like now this is what I have to do. This is what I got licensed for, so now I'm stuck doing it. But don't have the passion for it. You see the difference in who's more successful and who becomes further in the industry opposed to people that are just like, I'm doing it to get a paycheck.
Right. And if you think like that, you're going to be stuck behind the salon chair
You
forever.
will be behind
You're
that
going to
chair
hate it.
forever.
You're just like, all right, here's the blowout again.
Yeah, but I feel like even with that, just like your customer service, your whole work ethic, it just lacks off when you're just like, oh, I'm here to like here opposed
When you
to
don't
like
wanna
I
be
love it, I'm
there.
excited. Like for you, challenging new hair, somebody can come into your chair and say, I want this crazy style. You'll be like, yes, let's do it. Like so excited. So there's just I feel like a big difference in your customer service and the way you carry yourself, your aura, your attitude, your vibe. It's a total package, I feel.
The way you could look at it too is like, so someone could come in and be like, I want a braid, and it's a braid I did a million times, but their texture of hair is what makes it difficult. So it's
Yeah.
not always like do this difficult style on me, but it's challenging for me because it's the texture of hair that's like difficult. So it's all different depending on whether it's the texture of the person or the style. There's so many different aspects that could be challenging, so you never
That's
know
true.
what's going to happen. And there's always something you could take from something. Like I was telling someone the other day, I'm like, when you go into a situation, there's two things you can learn. You can either learn what to do or what not to do. So you're consistently
Absolutely.
learning something. Even if you take nothing away from it, you could be like, listen, I know I'm not supposed to speak like he does, or talk like that, or walk the way he does, or look at how he dressed. I know I'm supposed to dress nicer than that.
Yeah.
So there's always little things you could take, no matter, even if it's a class on blow drying, you could take something that they said away. So
Or
it's
even
like
something that they're doing wrong.
Right.
You know, in the salon that, well, actually the barbershop that we work out, we had a couple in-house classes that we were like, oh my God.
But you learn something, you learn what not to do.
You
We-
pick up
yes.
a couple of things here or there. It's all about how you interpret it and how you take it in and grab it.
Yeah.
Because you could go to a class, and if you don't have no self-interest in it, you ain't gonna learn anything.
Yeah.
You're just gonna sit there and watch the educator. However, if you go in with the open mindset, you know, you'll grab even if it's the smallest thing, you know, to add to your collection and twist it and make it your own.
Yep.
That's what I always say.
Even like a bad class, you'll, like you guys said, you're
Right.
like, oh, like most people will be like, oh, I don't like this class. I'm just gonna like, my brain will be somewhere else. But you guys learn what not to do and everything.
Right.
And I feel like it's not what to and what not to do, because the industry is such an artsy industry that I've seen people rock haircuts with lines in their head, and it's like, technically you think a fade doesn't have no lines, but maybe that's the look they're going for.
Right.
Or even just certain colors, right? Like, you know when it's wrong or when it's bad. But I feel like some people, that's just like this technique and the style that they're going for. So it's not a right and wrong. It's just what looks nice and nicer.
Everybody's got their own thing. Like I said, somebody looked at that, the redhead I did, and they were like, what is that? Even my dad, he was like, huh? That makes no sense. I was like, it's art. And he's like, oh, never mind, you did your thing. And I was like, yeah.
And I got paid for it. And I love what I do. So
It's
that's
great.
all that matters.
Like
That
everybody's
is
got their
all.
own thing. That's what makes the industry so
Yes.
big. 'Cause
Right.
they're constantly adding new ways to do things and new styles to it. That, like, I saw some guy burn some girl's hair off to cut it. And I was like, that's one way to do it. It looked great in the end. I was like, I don't trust myself with fire, but he did it. That was his thing.
True, yeah.
You know, I've been seeing that a lot, especially on like the internet. A lot of barbers been like using hot fire to get like
And
the
like the
loose
barbicide
ends.
to kind of, or not the barbicide, the cool care or something. To
I'll
I've
burn the
seen them
salon
using
down.
their actual hair. Like
Yeah.
they'll take flames and they'll like comb it through.
That man will be in
wow.
the
I don't-
hospital if I go
Well, how do
near
you
his
turn?
place.
Well, how do you turn it off? Right? Like where
I
do you
don't
start,
remember.
finish?
I don't remember, but it
better
came
have
out great.
a
This
can
woman's
of-
hair looked flawless. I was like, that's how he did it,
Wow.
but I could never do that.
Well, we've seen it. Barbers doing it. So
Yeah.
long hair.
I've
it's like
seen
down
long
here.
hair, and the whole thing just went up in flames.
Oh, no.
Up to his comb. I was like, what? I'm like, this poor girl, she just got all her hair burned off.
Wow.
But it looked
Do
amazing.
you know what city or like state?
I have no idea. It was on a hair page that reposted it. I don't remember. It got
okay.
reposted like a ton of times. But I was like, what? Or even the
Nice.
portraits on people's hair where they brush it to the
Right.
side and the
you
flamingos.
see all the, yes, I love that.
Oh,
And
that's so cool.
it's
Yeah.
really cool. I think it's so much like it's a good technique to learn. if you
So
was to learn it.
cool. Like
Yeah.
stuff like that. It's insane.
Oh, he's got a new model. Did we
Yeah.
miss something?
We missed the switch.
Oh, the
Wow.
switch.
Wow.
To interrupt you, just let me do your thing.
Okay. Can we see the model that you
Right?
did
Could we
with the,
see the ending result?
the design? So we got a picture. Is he in the building still?
Yeah, no, he's here.
It's your nephew, right? That was who went.
That's my.
That's nephew? Oh.
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 Nice.
All right, so you can finish up with her, and then we'll bring in the beauty queen.
Okay,
Cool.
perfect. Well, all right.
It's a
So
beauty cleaner. I'm excited.
I am
Yeah.
excited too.
Wait, what is it?
Super excited.
So from what I was told, she is like a cleaning service, but for salons and barbershops only.
That's needed.
But we're gonna
Lot of
find out
hair.
more when
Yes.
she comes out. I'm excited to like hear about that.
Definitely a lot of hair.
Something different. But yeah, so Are you gonna go do your thing? And
I guess so. I guess it's me. I gotta get my
It was
bottle
a
ready.
pleasure meeting you.
Yes, nice to meet you guys too.
We are gonna be
Yes.
watching.
But let everybody know who you are.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, wait,
my bad.
wait.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm here.
Yeah. So go ahead. Why don't you go and say all that? Your social media.
So
your.
I'm from Salon Mulan in Point Pleasant, New Jersey, very far from here. And my Instagram is hair artistry, but there's 2 R's on hair. Somebody stole the first one, so shout out ScissorSalute to the other hair artistry. And that's my Instagram. You can follow me on there. I post almost daily.
Do you have
and that's
Snapchat,
it.
Facebook, Twitter?
So Facebook's the same thing, hair artistry with 2 R's.
Okay.
I didn't do the Snapchat. Do you guys do the Snapchat for your hair?
I post my hair on my personal, like.
Me too.
Yeah,
I can't have multiple
really.
accounts
I'm
and
not
manage
into
all that.
Snapchat like
I don't know
that.
how to do multiple Snapchats.
I
Multiple
can't.
Facebooks and Instagrams is hard enough.
I can't. I have one account for each, and I post everything on there, which people probably.
But Facebook and
Neither.
Instagram are connected now, though, so it's so easy. You post on your Instagram, it goes right to
Yes.
your Facebook. It doesn't do that with Snapchat. That's too much for me.
Not yet.
Not yet, but if they do that, I'm hopping on it. So Snapchat to come.
Yes.
Snapchat's
come.
coming.
Well, I'm excited to see your showcase.
Yes.
Thank
but-
you.
Like, I am so excited. I'm gonna like.
It's gonna be pretty big. Some big hair.
All right, well, go do your thing, girl. We're gonna touch
Awesome.
base.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Rachel,
you.
for
Thank you,
coming
Rachel.
up.
Bye.
Go on this side.
Yes, girl, do your thing.
Yes. So our next person we're gonna have up is the beauty cleaner. Hi, how are you?
What's up?
You want to come sit over here? So we can
Yeah.
a little, yeah.
Yeah.
We do the little rotation.
Rotation.
ma'am.
How are you?
Rotation. I'm good. How are you ladies doing today?
We're
Good,
doing
good.
So we got you on here as the beauty cleaner.
Yes.
What is your real name?
My name is Shay.
Hey, Shay.
Hey. It's like a lot
Welcome.
of Jersey people are here today.
Yes, a lot of
Yes.
Jersey.
Where you from?
I am actually from Newark, New Jersey.
Newark.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we're in the
okay.
neighborhood.
Okay.
I'm from Hoboken. She's
Jersey City.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yep,
so
so
we're
we
really
all
close.
real close.
Same close.
great.
So tell us, how long have you been doing this?
Okay, so I started the beauty cleaner about 3 years ago.
Okay.
And my biggest focus on that was to make sure that salons got the proper cleaning that they needed. It's a lot of times where state board will come in and they'll look around, and I got really disgusted going to other salons and seeing hair everywhere.
Well, I'm sorry,
Yes.
off topic,
Barbicide.
real quick. Are
Yeah.
you in the industry or you're just.
Actually, yeah, I am.
Oh, okay.
I'm also a licensed hairstylist.
So that's what I figured when you had mentioned state board, because any other cleaning service will just. They don't
They
even
don't
know
know
state board.
anything
So
about
once you
state
said
board,
that, I
yeah.
was like, wait, maybe you're in the industry and you know, so it followed. It followed. But okay, so continue.
Yes. That's like my biggest pet peeve is having dirty salons. So when you have a dirty salon, it opens people up to staph infections and different other contagious diseases that come. So what we do is we go in, we do a deep cleaning, we do steaming, we do station cleaning. A lot of people, they don't really pay too much attention to their station.
Right, right.
You know, like when you're done, you want to go home.
Right.
That's the bottom line. You just want to go home. So instead of
Yes.
going home, you call us, we'll come in, we'll lock up, and we do everything we need to do.
And how often do you guys do your services? Is it every week? Is it
Oh,
every
it is.
2 weeks?
It's every week.
Okay.
Sunday and Mondays we're out,
Okay.
and we do as many salons as possible.
That's good.
How big is your team?
Yeah.
I have a small team of 5.
Oh, that's a nice
That's a
start.
good. And 5 people for one store, or like you guys scatter out?
Oh, I scatter out. Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
To get it done
Absolutely.
even quicker. And how long would you say it would take you to clean a whole salon? About an hour, 2 hours?
It generally takes about 2.5 hours, depending on the size. The bigger the
And the
salon.
mess.
The mess.
And the mess. I'll take 2 hours on a job.
Oh, okay.
When I go out by myself. So and my son, he's on board with me, so I'll
that's
send my kid out
awesome.
as well.
That's really good because, you know, like you said, there's a lot of salon owners who don't take the consideration of the filth.
It's the clients.
Yes.
Honestly, that's my biggest concern. It's like when you're so busy making money, the last thing you're thinking about is cleaning up. And then the last thing past that you're going to think
Right.
about is the effects that it'll have on your clientele. I talked to a lot of people before I started this, like, what's the one thing that bothers you about a salon? They don't say the time. They don't say, you know, how they're treated when they come there. They say the cleanliness is dirty. You know, I'd much rather stay home and do the hair at my house. You know, I don't have to worry about any of those other things. So this has actually helped a lot of the salons I work with to build better revenue when people come and they're like, it smells good, people are nice, I like it.
And you probably even know like exactly more or less what products to use, right? People hear cleaning, they think bleach.
Yeah.
Bleach.
And bleach
Stinks up the place.
Not only does it stink up the place, it's not an antiviral. You have to look at the things that are EPA certified.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
That's why they have the barbicide. That's why they have the chelating tablets.
Oh.
You know, things like that people kind of overlook when they, the nail salons bring out that scrubbing bubbles and they wipe it down. Scrubbing bubbles don't stop you from getting staphylococcus.
Wow.
Those staph infections, it was the salon. Okay, when I went to school, they said 7 years ago.
You are opening up my mind right now.
I know, right? So when I went to school, they said 7 years at that time, so it had to be probably about 17 years at this point. A salon in California, they had traced back people who were losing their legs and who were dying from them not properly cleaning their pedicure bowls.
Wow. What?
Yeah.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, and then there was an outbreak of...
Girl, your phone is going to blow up.
Yes, because you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is
so
amazing.
it's those little things that I had to look at before I said, you know what, let me do this. And the people who had my services, not only do they have me clean their salons, they have me clean their house. And then they have me clean their friends' houses and things like that. So it's really good, especially when they know if you're this thorough in my salon, my house is going to be immaculate.
So it works the same way, right? For us hairstylists, right? You start cutting, let's say, female's hair. She tells her friend, now you're cutting her friends, her
Right.
daughter,
Word of
her
mouth.
little
Like a chain
sister.
reaction.
So
Yeah.
it's the same reaction that you get your clientele based off of as well.
Yeah, that as well as anywhere I go. If I'm at a club, I'm at a grocery store, my network is my network. So I make sure I push. A lot of times I have my t-shirt on or I have my business card somewhere close.
And that's a good thing because you want to always keep those business cards like right next to you.
Absolutely.
Never know who you're going to run into.
Yeah, and for both. That's why you got to keep your hair done
Right.
too. That's
Isn't that the
line.
truth?
Oh, yeah.
That is true. So are you just salon or are you open to home? I know you said you do someone's home, but
Yeah.
do you want to just stay cleaning salons or do you open, home, schools, daycares?
We do branch out, but my biggest focus is the salon. Like my other teams, like they'll say, oh, so-and-so wants to know, can we clean their house or whatever? I'm like, yeah, no problem. I'll send over a contract, they look it over, and we see how long their contract one goes for. Because I do 3 months, 6 months, and a year contract.
Oh, that's nice. So you're securing yourself.
Absolutely, you have to.
Right.
Because people will get very flaky and they'll change their mind, and you really don't want anybody changing their mind.
Awesome. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He is. Maybe he'll shake me up
Nice
before I go. Hey, look, I got a low cut in the bag. Let's see what you got.
That looks so dope.
That looks really good.
That is awesome.
Nice.
Maybe I'll get a zigzag before we go.
Yes, that would be amazing.
Something different, right?
Absolutely. Hey, you think you can cut beauty cleaner in the back of my head?
Yeah.
That we'll see. But yeah, that's what I focus on. So I like to do that on the days that the salons are closed.
Okay.
It makes more sense. You don't have anybody there, nobody to pretty much distract you or micromanage, as well as the chemicals that we use. We want to make sure that nobody else is like inhaling them and things like that.
Okay, so have you ever had like a bad experience or someone call? Because you know what happens with all of us, whether it's like hair, food, there's always something.
A complaint.
A complaint. Have you ever had someone say it wasn't cleaned enough, it wasn't cleaned right, you didn't put the shampoo back?
Yes, I did.
Some items was missing, you know?
Yeah.
That don't happen, because that's one thing we do not play with. And I always have the people I work with, even my own son, I make him sign paperwork, if anything is broken, missing, or anything.
Broken is a big one too, right? Like
Yeah.
hitting things. Has any of this like ever came across,
Nothing that way, but as far as like not cleaning enough, there was one who said I missed a spot on dusting. I said, okay, no problem. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come back on your next full service. I'm going to give you 20% off.
Oh, nice.
That's nice.
Without a problem.
Right.
Yeah.
Things happen.
I have no problem, going back and fixing what's wrong as long as I know. And that's why a lot of my clients, they really appreciate that. They appreciate like how genuine I am, and I come back and I fix it, you're good to go. And they keep coming back and they keep referring me. And that's the beauty of having this type of business.
You love it.
I love it.
Good.
It's
good.
easy.
You have
It's
to
2
love
days.
what you do. Yes.
It's 2 days. That's it.
Now the other days, are you working in the shop or?
Yes, I am. Wednesday is my one day off.
Killing it, girl. Killing
wow.
it.
Yes.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I am in the hair salon.
Wow.
I
Your
specialize
station must
in,
be spotless, by the way.
It is actually okay. It's not spotless. It is okay. You know, just like with anybody else, you know, you get busy.
Right.
And you're like, I don't feel like it. So on Sundays, I'll go in and I'll fix my station up, dust it off. But for the most part, yeah, around my station is pretty clean.
Nice. So what do you do? What's your specialty?
I specialize in shortcuts,
Nice.
dreadlocks, and color.
Amazing. Shortcuts now females, or do you do a little barbering, male cutting?
Very little barbering.
Okay. So more like pixies. And,
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Scissor
Nice.
work.
Bobs
Yes.
and everything. So
Awesome.
yeah, these are things that I just love. I've always been in love with cutting. I love chopping people's hair off. I've
That's
been
my
doing
thing
it.
right now. That's my main thing. I love it.
It's such a beautiful thing to see someone whole expression change where you cut their hair off. I think it was Coco Chanel said it. When she cuts her hair, she's gonna change her life. It's
Oh, did
somewhere.
she?
Yes, she did. It was somewhere along the lines of that. And I'm like, she's so right. Because every time I cut all my hair off, I feel like a brand new person.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And that's how my clients feel. So if you catch me in the summertime and you walk in, I'm gonna cut and color you, just so that sun can kiss you in all the right places to make you pop even more.
I like that. I
Nice.
like that.
That is awesome.
Thank you.
It's hard to come across good stylists that could do a really good pixie.
It is. It's very hard. Actually, what started me into cutting even more, because I was very nervous with it. My first time cutting, I cut the lady's neckline up way too high. I was fresh out of beauty school.
It does.
She didn't know I was fresh out of beauty school. I was so cocky.
You
The way I was cocky. I was just good to go. It was, oh man, it was bad. And she came back and she complained. She was fussing. I was like, I apologize. Here's your money back, and I'm gonna send you to somebody else who will do a better job than I am. You know, and I learned from those mistakes. Like, do you want to keep on giving your money back? Nah, you got to keep that. And my boy Ray Lansky taught me how to cut, and I took his class, and ever since then, I've been cutting like a pro. Like those little tidbits that he taught me.
Wow.
Never stop.
That's awesome.
Good. You live and you learn. Like you said, you know you made that error, but you learn for the next time.
Oh yeah, everything in life is about trial and error.
It is,
Yes,
definitely.
and
Every
if you
single
can't correct your mistakes, you are gonna stay right where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a very humbling experience when you mess up. So you gotta be able to humble yourself and keep that with you as well.
Right. You know, either make or break you. That's what they always say.
Yeah, and always learn how to take constructive criticism.
Yes, because a lot of people don't nowadays.
No, they don't. They'll keep on messing up, and I like money, so. That
is true.
Okay.
All right.
Good. So what's your all your social medias? How can people contact you?
Through email,
yeah, phone, Instagram. Like, what do you love?
He gonna like it. For cleaning, everything is the
He
beauty
gonna like
cleaner.
it too.
The beauty cleaner at Gmail, the beauty cleaner on Instagram and Facebook.
That's nice. Consistency.
Yeah, right there.
Very nice.
On Instagram, you can follow me at _Broad Street Beauty.
For personal or for your hair?
For the hair.
The hair
Oh,
page.
okay.
And even personal is the _Broad Street Bully. So
Nice. I gotta check you out, girl.
I'm a little funny sometimes. Yeah.
Where do you work out of Newark as well?
No, I actually work in Linden.
Okay.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Linden's right off of 1 and 9. Beauty and the Chic. That's 116 Northwood Avenue.
Okay.
And
Go check her out.
Oh, by all means, come by, get your hair done, laugh with me, enjoy life.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it's about. Having a good time.
Always. And I've actually started to introduce hair in comedy.
Oh,
which
really?
is really fun. Yeah, it is, because
Now
people
that's
tell
a
me I'm funny.
whole
I
different-
believe it.
Girl, people
So-
call me a clown all the time, and I'm like, stop it. With my damn red lipstick.
It's like a whole different ball
She
game,
make fun of
though.
me all the time. She be like, you better
Yes,
stop
she
it.
make a joke and it's just goes away.
Everything's a
Yes,
joke.
Yeah.
Girl, we need to link up.
Oh, always. Oh, you can follow me on that page too. Shay, so funny. PH, not F.
So funny.
So how
She's
did
so funny.
how did you get into comedy? Like, is that
I've always been a clown since I was a kid. Always been a big jokester. Always, always, always. Nothing negative. Everything was just always funny to me.
Good vibes.
Always.
Good vibes. I'm the same way.
who would you say is your favorite comedian?
Ooh. Always been a diehard Dave Chappelle fan. Diehard Dave Chappelle fan. You can't name a movie, a TV show, anything that I can't quote verbatim.
Really?
Always loved his comedic style. It's just something about the way he sets you up and knocks you out.
Okay.
He's awesome.
His delivery is good. Any other favorite comedians? Maybe more current. Someone who's like in the limelight.
I like all the comedians that I like now, but
in the limelight.
Who you said?
Chappelle is in the limelight.
He went to Africa and came back, and it's like he never left. You know what I mean? So it's not too many people that I really look up to.
Okay.
But it's just something about him, like how he started. It's the same way he started with doing comedy. It's the same way I started with doing hair. It's just me telling my parents, like, this is what I want to do. Breaking it down and just going for it.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome. And you're like all in it. You're like doing hair, you're doing the cleaning business, now you're doing comedy. You got your hands all.
I have my hands in a lot, but everything's all in the same lane.
Okay.
It's all in the same lane.
It kind of like links up some way down the
Yeah,
line.
it does. The beauty cleaner, I stay in the salon.
Damn.
So if I'm cleaning up somebody's salon and I look at a product that I don't have, I'll take a picture of it, Google it, and see how I can work with that product. You know what I mean?
Nice.
When I'm on stage and I'm telling jokes and I'm telling people,
Oh, wow. You actually do stage work.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah. That's why my Wednesdays are off.
Nice.
So I like to do a lot of comedy on Wednesdays on my off days. And I go out and I tell a couple of jokes and
So where can we find you if we want to go have a good time and a laugh and
Stress Factory in
show
New
you
Brunswick.
some love?
Yeah.
Stress Factory.
Yeah, I do the Stress Factory. They have an amateur night there every Wednesday. So
Okay.
go out, try my jokes.
If you're free on Wednesdays,
better
go
go.
check her out.
Check me all the way out. Matter of fact, you can check me out 7 days a week. You can follow me on all my social medias and get some information, get some laughs.
I'm looking forward to the laughs because I love to laugh.
I'm about to follow you in a few minutes.
What?
I'm about to follow you in a few minutes.
You about to get followed back in a few minutes. That's what I'm talking about.
He's funny too. He is.
Yes, he is. He was such a comedian over there where he's cutting and he's.
Oh,
I'm like,
you
is he
haven't
shimmying while
seen
he's cutting?
nothing.
It's funny.
He,
See, like, there you go. There you go. That's the shimmy of a very cocky barber. I love it.
yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
Nice. Alrighty. Well, what else do we have? What else do you want to share? Do you want to talk about?
Any personal experiences? Anything?
Personal experience. Well, as far as it's like building your brand.
Anything we can share with the watchers, people
Oh,
watching?
absolutely. And it's so funny. I was telling my girlfriend on the way here because she was working for somebody and she was like, I'm so exhausted. I don't feel appreciated. I feel like I'm working harder than the owner. I was like, that's crazy. I tell you that all the time. If your staff is working harder than you are, it's a problem.
Yeah.
They have to want to work as hard as you. And
I agree.
when it gets to that point, they no longer feel appreciated.
Yeah.
And I always say, being appreciated makes you want to work even harder because it's self-gratifying.
It really is.
Yeah.
Even just being appreciated or being told how much you're appreciated or just like the little things. Like for me at my shop, if my girls stay a half an hour past their shift, I'm like, oh my God, I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Even me with personal clients, if they're helping me out nonstop, like I'm very like, show appreciation, buy them lunch, Little things like that
Say
go
thank
such
you.
a long way. A thank you.
Is the biggest thing you can do for somebody.
Absolutely, yeah.
So thank you so much for everything that you did. And they're like, oh, wow, you're welcome. And in the back of there, it's like, I didn't think you were paying attention to me.
Of course, yeah.
So, yeah. So I would say, and the salon owner that I work with, she's just like that. And that's why I've been working with her for the past 3 years.
Okay.
Because she's really big on saying thank you. She's really big on pushing you and supporting you. And in her mind, she was like, we're not working for, just tomorrow. We're working to set up our retirement plan.
That's awesome.
So even within that, like, we'll sit down.
Salute to her.
Yeah.
I'm telling you all day long, Sharice, I love her. you know, she's like, you know, so like, okay, so what are you gonna do next? Like, what's next? What's next? She's such an entrepreneur. She has a clothing line. She has an online boutique, and she has the hair salon, and she's a mom, and she manages to do all these things and still like keep a smile on her face and still keep supporting everybody else. And those are the type of people that I love to surround myself with.
And you look up to, because there's so many people that'll say, oh, I can't do this, oh, I don't have time for that, or oh, I don't feel like doing it. And then you see people that work so hard and have kids and jobs and businesses and different lines and schedules, payrolls, and get it done.
Exactly.
And hold it down.
What's crazy is if you have enough time to scroll through your Instagram feed at night, you have enough time to start a business.
Absolutely.
That is very true.
I mean,
and I think fear keeps a lot of us from doing that, you know, starting our own business. And
it is.
We become, we lack confidence, and maybe just that one person could just push you. Like you said, it's your salon owner.
Yeah.
Who,
she's one of many. I won't just like put it all on her because she is one of many, but I did make it my business to surround myself around those type of people who want everybody to win and just not themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And it's so funny, somebody sent me a picture and they said, you see all these, it's a bread aisle. And there was a whole bunch of different companies.
A bread aisle?
Yeah, a bread aisle. It was like Wonder and a whole bunch of other different bread companies. And they said, you know,
Pepperidge Farm, Arnold's.
Farm.
No, I know.
I can tell you eat a lot of bread.
Yeah, I guess so. But he was like, you know, if all these companies can make money off of doing the same exact thing, why can't you? It's a million people that can sell the same pair of jeans with different names on it. It's a million people that can sell the same makeup line.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's not a million people that have the same type of drive as you.
Absolutely.
It's the same thing with hair. How many people cut hair?
A lot of people can cut hair, whether they're any good at it is something different.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And you got to be reliable.
That is true.
Very important.
He is nice.
He is too funny.
Oh, man.
I'm looking forward to interviewing with him.
Absolutely. He looked like he about ready.
Yes.
He's all right. Wow, that looks
Look at
great.
that.
That is amazing.
That is awesome.
Again, like you said earlier, if I had the passion for it, I might be able to.
Right.
Yeah.
And as you can tell, he takes great pride in his work.
But look how clean it is. That's the thing. It's like,
Super
it's
clean.
clean.
Yep.
Look at him. It looks dope. It is so dope. You're doing a great job.
I wish that was my Twitch.
Yep. So you're taking pride in your work like that?
Oh yeah, girl.
That'll get you far. So I take pride in everything that I do.
You should all the time.
Yeah.
All the
Jesus
time.
made my hands.
Touched by Jesus, huh? Okay.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't know. Can you try that, Felicia?
Oh no. I told you I could do a line, one straight line, maybe
Yeah, I heard you
three.
say I could do a hard line.
I could
was
do
like,
a
you know
hard
what? Me
part.
too. I can do a nice, hard,
Yeah.
straight line. No chalk outline.
I may could do a
Wow.
little curve, but you know,
How did- wait,
I'm not doing
I can't hit you
star.
with the curve.
How did he get the star in there? Did he use like a different tool? Can you say?
Yeah.
Star. I have
Nah, I didn't. I used the outliners.
Good hands. That's the hand of Jesus right there.
Yeah.
Jesus.
This kid is funny.
We need to get him out here. He's killing it right now.
I'll be done in 5 minutos.
All right, we'll be here. We're watching you. You're killing it right now.
Right on.
Yes.
So yes, is there anything else you would like to share with us? You know, just to.
Nah, I would like to say, I think I covered everything.
You covered a lot.
Yeah.
I'm
think
so
we did.
intrigued by your cleaning business. I think that's really cool. that you
Yeah.
do that.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You know, cleanliness is
Important.
very important.
I feel like us women appreciate that so much more.
Right, because I've been to salons.
Like, even
where-
See,
us
and it's
women
that line right there. I've been to
working
salons
at
and
barbershops and
Oh.
working with guys,
girl.
working with other people that are like, it's just so different. I can't.
I'm an organized mess. I be having a pile of junk, and I could just be like, and then I'll pull out exactly what I want. It's
And that's
my
the
mess,
type of
so I know where
situation that
everything is
stresses
at.
me out. that situation will stress me all the way out. When I'm done, all your combs are lined up in size order. The rat tail comb.
I need you.
Multi-purpose. Even like your clippers are lined up. I clean out the clippers, everything.
No, you don't.
Oh, you an angel?
Yeah.
I think even for the nail salons,
Girl,
I've
is your number
been
on here? Oh, this ain't even a phone number. We'll talk after though, because I need you.
Oh, hey. And here go my phone number, 856-556-0709.
What's your social?
The beauty cleaner.
Wait, I had to
All
think real
things
quick,
the
like,
beauty cleaner.
That was so random.
Oh, he is
Yeah, but the
super-
nail salons I probably say are the worst.
They
They have to be the worst.
Okay.
Yeah, because
I can
you know,
definitely see that.
those nail clippings, depending on
Oh.
the carpet and the flooring that you have, whether it's toenails or fingernails, those clippings, they get lost. And then the dusting, it builds up and you're not really paying attention to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about the instruments? Do you also clean the nail?
Oh, you have to.
Okay.
You have to. You have to be able to stick them inside the autoclave and give them a good sterilization. Because if not, or you just leave them inside a solution, they'll start to rust out.
Yeah.
You put that.
That's very true. I've seen that.
And that's the worst thing anybody can do is let their tools rust out and then put them on you.
Oh.
God forbid they cut your skin and now you got an infection with rust. Now you got to get a tetanus shot.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's just crazy. I'm on the floor.
Hey,
under this table.
It's
out of here.
It is. Can we get some air in here?
We're living comfortably in the studio today.
Yes,
people.
we are comfortable here.
We are
Ain't
comfortable.
shame
We are
in my game.
hanging. We're networking. We're meeting.
Yes, we are
discovering
comfort
new
chic
things.
today.
I love it. I love it. I need a business card of yours.
Oh, absolutely.
We need to talk after.
Talk all you want.
Yeah.
I'll even give you
She
my
like,
personal line.
I'm
so you
here.
can talk
I'm
some more.
here.
Personal
for all
line is
of it.
serious.
Yeah. That's
That's
how you
awesome.
can really reach me on that personal line. Business line is only open,
Mustache off?
people, 9 to 5. That's it. After 5 o'clock, you got to leave a message.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
okay.
Yeah.
Straight to the point. 9 to 5. That's it.
501, don't call.
Yes, and 7 to 12 on Saturdays. Sundays, that's the Lord's Day. You got to leave that out.
Yeah, you
Nice.
gotta
Yeah.
take that resting time.
Oh, yeah.
All
I
right,
like
well.
the necklace. It's really nice. Is it handmade?
This is actually from the owner's online boutique,
That's really nice. Wow.
Closet Chic. So that's who we got. that
Closet
little piece
Chic. That is a really cool name. Closet
I like
Chic.
that.
Thank you. We sat and had a debate about that name for like a good year.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
It's good.
I
like it.
It
It's really
complements,
pretty.
her lipstick. It looks really good.
Yeah. It actually matches her hat. That I actually have the hat in black.
Ooh! Girl, I gotta know the colors.
Oh yeah. She got wool ones. She got silk ones.
You know, it's so funny and it's a little off topic, but
you
how
gotta
you
get
were
the good
saying
flick,
how
Poppy. I'm done now, man. Come on, make me a star, Poppy. Hey.
What?
Twitch E. But as you were saying before, as like a stylist, barber in the fashion or hair industry is like looking the part,
You have to always.
right?
look the
So
part.
there's times I'm running around, I'm doing so many things in one
You're
day.
a good kid.
I don't
When I'm
have
done,
time to fix
when
my
I'm
hair.
done with that.
Crazy
So-
part is you gotta, as a hairstylist, you have to do something that's gonna make sense
So
throughout your
this
day.
is why my passion and my love for hats came in. I have a stash of them, from like dad hats to fedoras, from everything.
Oh, right now?
And it looks cute. It's like sometimes
Alright, cool.
I can put my hair in a braid,
Yep.
throw a hat on.
Oh, yeah.
If I blow dried it and I'm like a little frizzy at the top, put a hat on, bottom looks good. So there's so many ways I go about it.
Yep.
But as we were saying, like sometimes we don't have time to put time into ourselves
Absolutely.
because we're making everybody else look and feel good.
Yeah.
And that's why you gotta wake up an hour early.
Yes, sir.
5 hours
And
early.
it sucks. It
I started
sucks.
waking up at 5 a.m. and I'm like, oof,
This was a 7-minute beat.
7
7
minute
minutes.
beat.
7 minutes.
Nice.
7 minutes. That's
Yep.
like
7 minutes. But you mastered it. That's the thing, right?
Right.
I had no choice. I had no choice. Like I'm brushing my teeth and I'm putting foundation on.
And not
I'm
getting
doing
it
all-
wet and like, now, yeah.
All of that. All of that. So
nice.
those are like little tidbits, you know, like you lay your stuff out at night, or if you're me, you lay it out for a week.
Oh wow.
I used to do
good.
that, but
So
the
good.
When you were
weather
in
was
school,
so
I know.
unpredictable,
I
and it
know.
was hot, it was cold. It was
Oh,
raining.
coño.
Yeah, I know, but these are things that you got to do. Like, as a hairstylist, unfortunately, it sucks for us because we're normally the ones who look the worst
I do it this way.
and make
Yeah.
everybody else look so dope.
That is true. I usually wear my hair in a pixie cut. That's why I was so fascinated by what you said. And sometimes when I can't get to the salon, you know, we gotta go and do those at-home wraps. You gotta, girl, trying to make the best.
She gonna teach me how to do the at-home wrap though, so I can start doing her hair.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yep. That
She's
works
been-
just as well.
She gonna teach me a little bit, right?
Dying to get your hands.
I'm dying to get one, girl.
You gonna do a relaxer and everything.
I am.
Okay.
I am dying to get my hands on.
Relaxers make a pixie cut
Oh,
so dope.
so good.
Right?
Oh my God.
Yes.
Like you can wrap it and just like tassel it a little bit.
Even when you do your waves, like your waves when you got that fresh perm and you
Oh
put
my
that
God, your
Nairobi
finger was
on.
slamming.
Yes.
Slamming.
How do you do it the old school way with the two combs and you move one
No,
over?
I use my finger.
Oh, okay.
I use finger for my finger waves.
Without the comb.
Yeah, I never understood. It's too much work. Like I'm so uncoordinated.
So
with
you're
that.
just fingers all the way.
Yep. I just boop, boop, boop.
Talent.
Even with one hand, you know, I think I'm being cocky and I'm talking junk to somebody.
Your C shape is.
Yeah. All the way through the head.
And you know that was like hardest thing
yeah.
for me in
But
hair
I'm a
school,
organized.
those finger waves.
Skateboard.
You like it? You like
Yes.
it?
Oh, my
finger waves
God.
used to drop.
Fingers in the back of the head with those pin curls used to stress me out.
Oh,
Yeah. At the back of my mannequin's head, it was only maybe 3 inches of hair. I was not beat for going like this for 45 minutes, like looking at the clock, like, please don't
and
film
then you
me
gotta
again.
pin it the right way so it
Yeah.
sets. Oh
Absolutely.
my goodness.
And that's a lot.
Ooh, we are past that. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I can't even think back.
Could
on
you
school.
imagine if they had us do that test like every couple of years?
I would probably quit here.
Yeah.
That test was very stressful.
It
You know what?
was.
The test wasn't stressful. The teachers talking about the test was stressful.
Right, because I think they over.
Uh-oh. Look at
Well, have a seat here, or do we gotta swap it out? How do we go?
I want to talk to all of y'all.
All right,
Nice,
come on.
nice.
welcome.
We're all up here. Everybody's
close,
up
all in
here.
the family.
Nice, nice.
All right, round table discussion.
Somebody, wait, whoever's watching this live on Facebook, can you take a screenshot of this? Hold up, wait, get a screenshot of this. All right, who's that? Michelle, right? No,
Rachel! What is going on, girl?
Rachel's about to kill it right now with the waves.
I
Yes,
am
girl,
so
we're
interested
watching
to
you.
see.
Very excited. I was listening to her interview, just like mouth open, eyes wide open, like, oh my God, tell me more.
She's gonna
I got
give that girl
next.
life. I'm excited
She
to
about
see
to
this.
prep her and get her
I need a
ready.
Brazilian quarantine next.
A quarantine.
I love it. I love it.
Oh my God, you are too funny. Welcome.
What's up, y'all?
Come on
meet
over.
again.
We missing a whole show doing
We
Right,
meet
there we go.
again.
We meet again.
Okay.
Let me in a lot of it.
a lot.
A lot of it.
Can you guys see us?
Yeah, you're off right now.
Oh, it's green.
You see when you're green, that means you're off camera. Red is on camera.
All right. So can we get up real quick?
Yeah, you guys can work it out.
All right. I need some water.
Oh.
I need to get a sip of water. My ass. What? How are you? Good. Good to finally see you.
Thank you.
Yo,
Can I
what's
bring my
up?
water up?
What's
Should I not?
up? It's been like 5 years.
It feel like it, right? There you go. That's because we had bad fun last night.
Yeah.
Yo, man. This was fun. This was fun. I'm posting y'all.
Yeah. You know how long it took us to get here?
I could imagine. It took me like an hour and a half.
No, it took us about 2 hours to get here.
It took us more than 2 hours to get here. It took us.
Y'all didn't take that long, though.
No. Oh, yes, it is.
Sweaty girl, that's my ass sweating.
Girl, it's hot.
Oh, ass sweat. Hashtag ass sweat.
Just keeping it real, it's like 90 degrees outside. Had to look cute for the show.
Oh, my goodness.
Yo, I ain't gonna say
How you doing?
I'm a sweater.
I know that.
Yeah.
Just you get center of the table.
Okay.
Should I keep my bottle?
No, put it on the bottom.
Let me.
What questions you got for me, ladies?
Like, maybe like this. I can't see. Oh, all right. Well, scoot up.
I just like this.
Her hat is like.
I know, she want to be a cowgirl.
I want to ride something.
Ooh, doggy.
Turn this thing off so we get on the show.
You gonna ride, you gonna fall.
Hello.
Yo, what's up,
What is that? But hey. I wish they had the location.
But when you get a chance, if you just want to mention her name, like where she's from, Jersey, because there's no audio right now, why not? And she doesn't have a mic.
Oh.
Yeah, I want to give her my mic.
Okay, yeah.
You're not going to put it on.
They can see us too.
Nope, not now. So, should we get ready? Yeah, we can just say, like, right now we have Rachel's.
We're not gonna,
Just whatever little tidbits you know. She's from Salon Mulan.
What's the name of her salon? Mulan.
Salon.
You want to introduce Rachel since I keep saying her name wrong?
How do you say Rachel wrong?
I say everybody. I don't even know your name. So, I'm bad with names.
You're bad at lying.
All right.
So, when we get bread, we're on.
All right, guys. We
Hello.
have Rachel there doing her preparation. She's from the Salon Mulan located in Point Pleasant, New Jersey.
That got a nice little ring to it, right? Salon Milan. Sound like a kind of chocolate.
Yeah, she's doing her thing right now.
She is prepping her model for the Hollywood waves.
Nice, nice, nice.
It's gonna look good. All right, Rachel, keep us posted. All right, it's looking good. So far, so good. Do your thing, girl. You were killing it.
Curling.
Oh, she's got the little ones. Ah,
Yeah,
all right,
that's a
and
lot
she's
of work.
under wrapping.
Oh,
Okay.
that's the Wanda.
Rachel, can you hear me?
Yeah, they can hear you fine.
Okay, cool. So I have a question for you.
She doesn't have a mic though, so you gotta repeat whatever she says.
Okay. So I'll repeat what she says because she doesn't have a mic. So when you're doing your waves, are you wrapping everything the same way or are you going opposite direction?
So your top, you have to create peaks and valleys. So your top of the wand has to be flat, and then the bottom has to be twist.
Okay,
Okay.
so her top is flat and the bottom is twist.
Flat up, twist underneath.
Flat up and twist underneath. That's exactly the technique that she's doing.
Half the wand one way, half the wand the other way to create peaks and valleys.
Okay, cool. So as you go along, do you have a spinning chair?
Yeah.
Can you spin a little bit as you work and just so that,
Horse gonna crease, so part will go over here.
okay.
I can spin as I go.
Yeah, I'd love to
Alright.
watch you and everybody else watching would love to see it too.
The industry needs to be cordless everything already.
That's
I know, it would be so great.
One day, somebody watching is gonna make it.
They're gonna make a car wand. Could you imagine?
Yes. All right.
Call your financial advisor.
All right, sounds good. So, back over here we have Twitchy. His Instagram is okay. Am I saying it right?
Okay, Twitchy. OKAY Twitchy. You know?
Follow him. So tell us a little about you and how'd you start off, where you're at right now. You totally killed this whole thing today though. You did a great job, by the way.
Yo, gracias.
Nice work.
Gracias. By the way, I don't know Spanish. That's probably the only Spanish word in my vernacular. But I pretty much started out, to make it short, I got clippers one Christmas for no reason. And
no reason?
No reason, right? And I got a million brothers, so we was just cutting each other's hair. And I don't know, I guess I was playing football. My football coach, he was trying to get me to, always go to practice and stuff. But I was playing football in Florida for a little bit. So when I came back, the practice was nothing compared to where I came from, so I would never go to practice. So when he like, you know, would find me in the streets, he like pick me up, go to practice. One day he asked me, what do I know how to do? And I told him I could cut hair, but I didn't really know how to cut hair. But I didn't know he was a barber. And then he introduced me to two guys, well, the whole barbershop that taught me everything. So I was in the barbershop 16, Zeke and a million people. I did a million bad haircuts. You know what I'm saying? For all the new barbers that started, remember, it's all about timing and how bad you want it. You know what I'm saying? You don't start off great, amazing. I was zeking everybody, and I just, you know, kept to it. I kept to it, and it was fun for me, too, because my best friend did it with me. So I was there for the first week, working every day, like opening the shop, closing the shop. And then my man was there all the time, white boy, right? And so white boy would be there all the time. Didn't have nothing to do. And my boss was like, yo, you got shut up. So he was like, yo, you know how to cut hair? He like, nah, you got clippers? Nah. You got a job? Nah, you hired. Because he was starting the shop and he needed barbers. And he couldn't get no more barbers, so he was like, I'm gonna make barbers. And,
okay.
You know, that's how I got started.
How long ago?
I was 16, so that's a whole decade ago.
Oh, wow.
Word.
Nice.
I still had the same amount of gray hair. Like, it's stressing me out.
It's normal. It's normal. So where are you now?
Right now, I'm back in my hometown, Bushwick, Brooklyn. I'm in the Cut Gallery with Mona Lisa. So make sure y'all check us out, man. 606 Bushwick. We on Jefferson, on Bushwick Avenue, between Jefferson and Melrose.
Nice. So it's
So tell
a little
us,
bit in the area.
Would you like to do? What's your favorite?
My favorite is designs, man. It's so easy to manipulate it. I could cheat. And sometimes it's even quicker. Y'all see, I just did 2 designs and I don't know how long. But, you know, it's so easy to just, if you don't like something, take it out. Like with haircuts, you can't just take it out. Like if you go too high, you went too high. You can't take that out. You know, with designs, it's like, whatever I want to do.
So did you know how to do designs or you learned how to do them? Because that's talent.
Right, like what do you tell people who's just getting into designs how to do it?
I don't know, man. I envision everything like before any kind of haircut. When somebody says they want something, I just envision it first, so I know how to do it. And then when it comes to the designs, I used to draw. I don't draw anymore. I haven't drawn in a long time, but I guess that's just my way of drawing now. And it really started because at the time, my boss used to always be like, yo, we're going to go to Myrtle Avenue. This is a big avenue where I'm from. So he's like, yo, we're going to go to Myrtle Avenue. But I was too young. I didn't have a barber license or nothing like that. I wasn't even 18 yet. So he was like, yo, I got 2 months left in the barber shop right here on a lease. You could be in here the whole 2 months, just you, rock out. So I was like, all right, cool. And I did that. And it was summertime, and I was still nervous. I wasn't really good at, I used to still shake on my first haircut of the day. Like, I was really still nervous. I wasn't all that confident. But I noticed everybody kept coming in for designs, and I just kept saying no, no, no. And I was saying so many no's to designs that I was just like, yo, one day I told a dude, yeah, I can do a design. Hey, yo, it was horrible. But you know what?
Do you remember what design it was?
Nah, well, yeah, it was 2 guys. It was 2 guys. They came in. One was 2 stars, and I did them like double stars with double outlines. That was kind of basic, you know what I'm saying? So I was safe with that. Thank God I cut him first. Then the other guy, he had something that was there, and I didn't really understand coarse hair at the time and how to break it down the way that I do. So I was just putting the clippers in it. All kinds of mess, but
trial and error.
Yeah. After that, it was like, I used to be like, when Instagram first started, because I was barbering before Instagram even started. So when that first started, I used to be like, yo, free haircut. Free haircut if you let me do a design. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much how I got all the 10,000 hours in. And,
wow, that's amazing.
And another thing too, I didn't go to barber school. I learned in the barber shop. I got my apprenticeship license first. And I learned in a barber shop where...
What city and state?
Brooklyn,
oh,
Bushwick.
Wow.
Yeah, so basically, in the barber school, I know they teach you a little bit, but it's not the same as, being on the court in front of all them people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was only comfortable cutting my people, not cutting new people. You know what I'm saying? I would get nervous and things like that. So I really had one chance. people going to barber school and they understand. These guys, they don't really know what they doing. You know what I'm saying? They don't really care about the haircut. But in the hood, where I'm from, everybody wants the best. You know, and no matter what the price is, even if the haircut is $5, they want the best $5 haircut, whatever the haircut price may be. You know, so I had really one chance. Like every time was a one and done kind of thing. Like I had to, it was gonna make me or break me. You know what I'm saying?
And I think that's been the motto throughout this whole night. You know, everybody had a story to tell as to how, you know, they messed up and they've learned from it. Yes. And that's just with life in general. You
can't be perfect, and you can't expect to be perfect. I mean, as time goes and you master things, you become better, but
sometimes no expectation to be the best expectation. And I say that because when I first got the opportunity to cut hair, I never wanted to be a barber ever. That summer that I learned how to cut hair, I just got clippers that Christmas. Like I never
for no reason though.
For no reason though. Like, I never wanted to be a barber.
Do you still have those clippers?
Nah, hell no. That was just with some Conair clippers. They get hot in like 7 minutes and 29 seconds. So when I was there and I had the opportunity, I was like, yo, this is lit. For one, I don't want to toot my own horn and nothing, but I'm pretty popular where I'm from. So I was like, yo, everybody like me. I grew up on both sides of my neighborhood. My neighborhood is divided into two different sides, the dark side and Spanish side. So I grew up on both sides of the neighborhood. My family grew up on both sides of the neighborhood. So everybody pretty much knew me. I went to both sides all the time and hung out equally. So I was like, yo, everybody rocks with me. I'm gonna be a barber. I'm gonna be cutting the whole hood. And nobody came to me, yo. Nobody came to me, but
it's so
I still made it happen, yo. It was mad crackheads by the barber shop. I'd be like, yo, listen, yo, you want $2? Come, let me cut your hair. I'll pay.
Oh, so you were paying them for the haircuts?
Yeah, facts.
Wow.
Facts, because I didn't have no practice. People knew all these barbers. Nice. My boss had, at the time, he had like an all-star lineup of barbers. Like the best barbers was working for him. So nobody knew me. And they like, this kid young. I had no facial hair, no tattoos, no nothing. They like, I ain't letting boy cut my hair. I had to. I was just like, crackheads like, yo, here, $2, $3, let me cut your hair.
Wow, so they got paid and a free haircut.
Yo, man, it was
passion.
Because I understood I had to pay them because I knew after I gave them a haircut, you know, they might look good. You know what I'm saying? And they might not get no money after that because they look too good. You know, but if I did mess up, then, you know, they probably got more money.
That's your walking billboard. If it was good, you know, they'll probably stop and be like, hey, who did your haircut? You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
That was actually a very...
Maybe not stop a crackhead, but you know.
Well, you know. Yeah.
They be like, yo, flyest crackhead in the neighborhood.
That guy, he's gonna send everybody else to you.
They be like, that guy, he can't smoke any crack, he's still fresh. That guy's never smoked in his life. Look at his hairline. He must have amazing cardiovascular system.
Okay, that's why we're on green right now. All right. Rachel, how you doing? Okay. That's all it is? It's a curl and a brush? Do your thing.
Yo, Rachel, since the people can't hear you, do sign language. Be like. Which one you did? Somewhere over the rainbow.
Oh my God. Oh, you are too funny.
Yo, it's all good as long as we in the same building.
Absolutely. Well, she's doing a good job.
She's doing good, yeah.
And
her model had a lot of it too, so this is gonna look great.
And she's moving really quickly, you know, definitely for
What'd you say?
Sí, señorita.
To make money, she said, you gotta be fast, and that's true. That's so true.
Yeah, that's another thing that I like work on a lot, being time sufficient. Like, if I got the number one guard on, I do whatever I gotta do with the number one guard. I don't want to come back to it.
So, tell us
All
some
right.
more about you. What else you...
Do you cut, what are your days at the shop? Are you full-time, part-time? Like,
Yo, I cut every day. I'm 7 days a week, and that's because there's times where there's days I'm just never in the shop because I'm doing so many house calls,
so how do you actually, talking about house calls, because I also do a lot of like mobile and house calls and stuff like that, but I guess for a female, I don't know if it's different or whatever, but how do you balance
The two.
being in the shop and still keeping your clientele in the shop and then, doing a house call?
Well,
If it's the same day, week, and then the travel.
Well, for one, everybody that I cut, I want to cut. I got them there. I pretty much recruited them. You know what I'm saying? So they understand where I'm going and what I'm trying to do. So when I tell them, yo, look, I know you booked me for 4, but I got to cancel on you to do a house call at 4. They be like, yo, they support me. They like, yo, no problem. I be like, once I'm done, I hit you up,
Okay.
I make sure to communicate with my clients because that's the best thing to do. That is better than giving a good haircut is communicating.
Communication, yeah.
Communication is key.
I feel like communication and just like your service,
Yeah.
being on
Yeah.
time, your cleansingness, clean
yeah,
blades after, every haircut.
After every
all
haircut.
that stuff is such a big, very important thing.
Yeah, even things that I don't necessarily want to do that I do just to like for instance, spraying the clipper. I don't want to go like this in your face. I know that I'm clean, I'm saying, but that sometimes you just have to do that. Like you have to let your client see you doing that so they
Right.
understand, so it clicks in their brain,
Right.
That's
And you
good,
know, you
awesome.
just have to envision yourself as the client. What would you like to have done? Like,
Yes.
right, like
yeah.
back to the blades. There's some people that don't change their blades at all for a while.
People really do that?
That is a little crazy.
Some people don't. Some people do. Like, you want to make sure you're clean. You're changing after every client, no matter what.
For sure.
Well, I got my infectious disease license, so I'm very sanitary.
Nice.
And I practice skincare, you know what I'm saying? You come through, you get the hot towel, the steamer, the eucalyptus oil, you know what I'm saying? Moisturizer, I cleanse your face, open the pores, clean the pores, close the pores.
The whole
Hot
thing.
towel, cold towel, all of that.
Start to finish.
Yeah, word. Cause it's Spot Castle. When I send a client into the world, they get into that barbershop topic, and it's like it's always gonna be 6, 5, 8 more things that I do that my client is gonna say that I do that they barber don't do, and that just intrigues other people. At that price. At that time, price doesn't even matter anymore. People just like, yo, a dude that's on time, works consistently, you know what I'm saying, with same haircut every time, better and better every time, cleans my skin, my face. I feel invigorated. 5 blocks
when you look
down.
good, you feel good, and vice versa.
Man, so people like that. They come, they be like, yo, I've never had that before. And I just be like, yo, this is what you paid me to do. So if you want this again, you come back.
Right.
Awesome. Well, now that we have you here, I know last time when we were on the show, we were talking about man units.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it was a big topic, I feel like we got a lot of feedback from it. We all had different perspectives and opinions on it. But now that we're actually sitting here with another barber, what's your feedback on it? How do you feel as doing it and learning it and servicing it and the look of it?
Me personally, I think it's ill because I'm a fan of hair. So I've seen my boy Fire's FTB_cuts. He works in the cut gallery also. He does hair units, and I've seen him like make people's life. Not even their day. Like people got options now. Dudes that was so insecure and felt like they had to settle for a bald head don't have to anymore, and they love it. They love it. So, if I can make somebody happy doing it, then, yeah, it is what it is. Besides, it's not nothing new. People been doing this since Steve Harvey, Why you think he was always sharp? They've been doing this since Steve Harvey, Jamie Foxx, like a lot of celebrities get this done, you know what I'm saying? So I don't feel no type of way towards it. I think it's great, I'm gonna learn how to do it also, because I don't want to not be able to get a job because I don't know how to do a certain
It's actually
job.
really cool. I took a class in it actually last month in North Carolina. It's cool, but I think I need to like do it a little bit more before I get it.
Yeah, yo, it's ill.
And then just fading like the haircut to like, you know, blend it out and match that.
And I've seen different techniques to where, you know, some people just using the full lace.
Oh yeah, there's so many techniques.
There's so many. I've seen somebody actually use a like a beige stocking cap, kind of like when you do a cap and weaving.
Yes,
they'll use
yes,
like
yes,
a beige
that's what we
stocking
did.
cap, and they'll glue the hair on, and then they'll like kind of put the steamer on top of it to like get it down. Then they'll just cut from there. I've seen so many techniques, and this, like I said, to each is his own.
Yeah.
Everybody have different opinions on it. If it makes the client feel better, then by all means.
How do you feel about personally, like let's say you went bald?
Would you do it?
Oh, girl, you see my hair? I ain't going bald. I ain't worried about that. But look, I tell you what though, I'm not in denial. You know, if I went bald, I just need more muscles and more beard. But if I went bald,
shave it off.
Shave it off or get a...
I'm going to shave it off because personally, if I'm bald, I'm not going to be spending more money on my hair. You know, if I'm already bald, I'm not going to spend more money on my hair. But if that's what you want to do, man, that's dope. I think it's ill. I personally, I've seen it. Some clients don't care about the discretion. They be like, do it in front of everybody. So I've seen dudes in preparation, like clients that will be like, yo, we want to do this on you. Let your hair grow for, 3 weeks, a month or whatever. And for a month, they just come in getting shape ups and then they come back. And when it's time, it's like, yo, this is so crazy. I watched you get a baldy for 4 years. Now you have a dark Caesar. That is ill.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
How do you feel about, like, I know they don't call it blackout anymore, but how do you feel about that? Like,
I use it.
Oh, you do?
I don't use blackout because it be dripping. And I cut a lot of basketball players, so I don't use it. I use Kiss. You know, because it's a stainer. You could sweat. Yeah. You could sweat and that'll stay on you. But I don't use it as much because I pretty much cut like athletes, so they always sweating. They don't really want that shit, But like, certain rappers or like certain actors, they'll ask for it, and I do it. I do fibers or I do Kiss. Sometimes I even do both.
I know one time I asked you while we were all together. You said you do that, and you said you actually do the half and half with the alcohol. Opposed to water because it sticks better. Which I think is pretty cool.
And also because in the long run, when you got it sitting in the bottle with the alcohol, it stays black and doesn't turn purple. Water starts to dilute it.
Turns like brownish.
Yeah, brownish, purplish. Yeah, it's just not black no more. You don't want white out, you want black out.
Right. Oh, look at that. She's almost finished.
Oh,
look at them curls, girl.
She's under the waves now.
Curls is life. Wow. Curl Fest over there. Y'all going to Curl Fest? The show? Look at y'all looking at me like, what? Y'all should know this.
Rachel, how you doing? I'm doing good. It's looking great. What time we got?
I'm going to call you Rachel Ray because you've been cooking up over there. Word?
She could cook.
Girl, don't lie to me. Oh, my God.
She bakes and she cooks. What's some of your favorites?
Are you single?
Nice.
Lucky man. He's probably fat with all them cakes and cookies and muffins and everything.
Oh.
Y'all be making gym cookies.
Protein cookies.
Protein cookies.
He said gym cookies.
Okay, so she's combing it out. It looks perfect.
Why the hair look like it go boing? Why? We'll do it when she pulls it. Pull the hair one more time.
I've seen a couple of people do that, like the top stylist. I forget his name.
Mufasa?
Oh, yeah, he's
amazing.
For real?
Nice.
Yo, I used to watch Lion King for a whole month too when I was young. That was my favorite movie.
Nice.
So basically, she's saying that she spoke to Mufasa.
And she studied for like a month. That's pretty cool.
That's a really popular wedding look.
It is.
Honey, you are my shining star. Don't you walk away. Yo, they call me the everything man because I do everything, man. Whatever you need, I'm right here. I do weddings, whatever.
It's looking good. And she's
setting
actually
that
on a good time schedule too.
Yeah. I'm always intrigued at how they spread it out and get it to follow. And you know, sometimes they're doing a diagonal pattern where
And how it just comes together and it sticks. Look, see?
yeah.
Looks awesome. Wow. You're still mic'd up. Okay, follow him on Instagram.
Yes.
All right, do we have any callers? Anybody want to call in? I think the number is like down on the screen somewhere. Like, call in, have any questions. I don't know. Just talk. We got 5 minutes. We can get a 5-minute conversation in. Rachel, you're doing so good. I believe you, girl.
Look at that technique right there.
So now all you're using is just
I was
hairspray?
just looking at that.
And like you said, she got a lot of hair.
Well, her model has a lot of hair, but she's making it look like poof, a big hair. Like, wow, look at that. That just sits so beautiful.
Yo, I'm next.
Oh, wow, that looks amazing. All right, guys. So, what else you guys want to talk about? We have a couple more minutes left to before we wrap up the show. Felicia, what's going on?
Pretty much covered everything. Is there anything that you want to talk about personally? Anybody who you personally looking up to? Any new techniques?
You know
I know
what?
you've been traveling a lot.
I have been. I'm always learning new techniques. Learn a lot from you.
Oh,
I be peeping you at the shop.
I
gotta say,
she's stealing.
and the good thing about like the fact that we work together and that we have a friendship outside of work is that like I do look up to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I watch a lot of like the way you work and how you're just so focused in your techniques and. Girl, you be killing it too.
And I'll be looking at your stuff too, especially when it comes to your updos. You know, that's something that I am still very much getting into and learning how to incorporate the braids into different updo styles. And I could braid on a daily basis. You know, braiding isn't hard for me, but when you take it and you open it up and you move it to a certain pattern, it's like, when you do it, it looks really good. It's like,
thank you.
Oh my god, even your color. Oh my gosh, I've seen the last couple of posts you've been doing, your biolages and your different color
Girl,
techniques.
don't hype me up. Stop it right now.
Girl, we went to that.
Thank you. I definitely take a lot of pride in what I do, and I'm always learning. I'm always watching, growing.
Absolutely, and I think that's one of the greatest things about this industry is just learning and getting your hands.
You'll never hear me say that I know it all, that I know too much,
right?
Because I'm always taking a class, watching a video, linking up with other stylists, barbers, and you know, even us having a great friendship is the fact that we can feed off of each other and learn different things as well. Like,
absolutely,
I can learn a whole lot of barbering things with you, and you know, there's a whole lot of updos, braiding techniques that I can share with you. So. You know, we make a great team, girl.
I can't wait to go to
and that's why we're here. And that's why we're here hosting the show together, is because we make a great team. You know, we started our friendship at the barbershop, and
it's growing.
Here we are.
Yeah, hosting the show.
Second time around.
Second time,
yes. And there's a lot more great things coming up for us. We're actually
Absolutely.
going to Atlanta to the hair show together. I don't know if anybody, I'm sure if you guys are all stylists, barbers in the business, you guys know about the big Warner Brothers show that goes down. Is your mic on?
ScissorSalute show, yo.
But actually, yeah, are you still joining us?
I mean, I want to say yeah for sure, but I don't know, man. You know, sometimes, nigga, you know, I'll be having my daughter and days I'm not supposed to have her.
It's all good. Well, if you can't go and you miss it, they do it again twice a year, February and August. So
And I'm looking forward to Las Vegas in September also.
yes. So me and Felicia got a lot of fun, travel, exciting, educational, inspirational things coming up in the next couple months. So if you are not already following us,
Do so.
do so on Instagram.
Yep. Styles by Fee with the Z.
Yes.
ScissorSalute show, yo.
Are we still on?
No, introduce the commercial and then finish
What's the
on
commercial?
stage. Mr. B.
You do that.
End the show on the stage.
All right, we'll go out there.
Watching.
So you do the show, the commercial, Mr. B's.
Yeah, you
You do it.
No, it's gonna run. That's a video. So while that thing's running.
I'd like to welcome you to our headquarters, located in Freeport, New York. It's 14,000 square feet, filled with state-of-the-art salon, barber, pedicure, you name it, it's here. We have 26 barber chairs on display. We do design, we do layout, we do lease-to-own programs for barber shops. Please come check us out, pay us a visit, and you'll even get to see the museum soon. We have vintage furniture that's been around forever, and we're going to share it with the American public.
All right, are we back?
Oh, she's a model.
Look at her model.
Yeah, it looks great. Love it. Love it.
I was like, oh.
Thanks. I have no idea how I did that.
You did it. You killed it, girl.
No idea how I did that.
Yes, well,
That was awesome.
Everybody, come. Let's get you a little
great. Oh,
lunch.
yes, we got everybody here. Let's move down.
Yeah.
Come here.
All right, guys. Well, we're wrapping up the show, so we want to thank everybody
Thank
here
you.
that came
Thank
on
you
the
guys
show.
for hosting.
Showing your support. Yes, it's first time for
Awesome.
everybody.
And everybody that's watching the show, all the people that are hosting the show, all you guys back here that y'all can't see, that make it real fun for us to be here.
And we're gonna just close it up with a scissor salute,
Yeah, so
everybody.
till next week, stay tuned for next Monday's show.
Yes. Scissor salute.
Bye.
Bye.
Like, was good.